We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run with Hunt.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Hunt. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Steelers nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We're up 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Hunt. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one into the hands of Burton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To Trey Burton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The tackle made.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the Steelers.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They give to Taylor out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Going for it all. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
For the Colts field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. Mack Hollins the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got him. And he will have a a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the keeper. 36 yards.
The Colts first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Samuels. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
The ball carrier.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the goal
From the gun, Jackson. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Ball carrier.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
DeForest Buckner.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Jackson going to run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Allen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third and short.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Allen to throw once more. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
16 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen will try again on second down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Lets it go for Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have a bit of nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of
that one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down by Tavon Wilson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is Samuels. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
from the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed and they're showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 27-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
47-yard line.
Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Corey Willis. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Indianapolis, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire